Welcome back, Savages, to another video. In this video we're going to be looking at mounting solutions for the Hivemapper S dashcam. So in this video we're going to be looking at three types of solutions. The first one's going to be the one that comes out of the box. The next one's going to be a drop down solution. And thirdly, I've got this Ulanzi fast claw, and I'll show you how that works very shortly. So first of all, let's just have a look at the type of connector on the Hivemapper. It's one of these screw type connectors, which you basically have to spin into this mount, and it is time consuming and a bit of a faff on. And it goes on like that. Now, if you're like me, you won't be leaving an expensive piece of kit like this connected to the car at all times. So it means every time you get in the car, you're just constantly having to spin this around several times to get it disconnected and to take away with you. So this is option number one. You could just use a mount that's included inside the box and just stick it to the dashboard and have the Hivemapper pointing out the windscreen. That's what a lot of people do. So option number two is again using the same mount that's included in the box and using the adhesive to stick it to the windscreen on the inside and have it pointing out. I'm not really a fan of this option because it obstructs your vision, so I won't be going with that. So option number three is you could have it hanging from the back of the rear view mirror using that other kit I mentioned, and it just basically secures behind the rear view mirror like that with a screw and a drop down section just here, and then it just screws in to the Hivemapper like that. Or the final option is this fast claw, and it comes in a nice presentation box. It's really well made, and it's this little funky little device right here. It comes in two parts, and you basically dislodge the top bit by pressing both buttons, and it just drops out like that. For this option, where you've got the screw-in bit for the Hivemapper, this section right here of the claw screws into there. So that's what it's going to look like once it's screwed in. So the second part of the fast claw, I've just screwed in to the base right here. So just to demonstrate how this works, you've got the top section of the mount secured to the Hivemapper. The bottom section is on the mount, which is in your car like this. You come along with your Hivemapper and you want to connect it to the mount. You simply just push the Hivemapper into this mount. It can be any direction, it can be that way or that way. And there you go, very secure. Now this is a very professional piece of kit. It's used by a lot of cameramen for their kit for just quickly getting the camera mounted. So once it's on the mount, you can also secure it even further just by moving this switch to the left, and that fully locks the mechanism. To simply take it off, there's no swivel required. You just press these two buttons here and it just comes off nice and easy. Simple as that. So out of all the options we considered, this is the one I've gone with. It's a combination of the original Hivemapper mount, which I've stuck to the center of the console on the dashboard. On the top I've fitted the Ulanzi fast claw. So when I come along with my Hivemapper S and I just want to go, I don't have to swivel the screw in. I simply just click this on top and I'm good to go. And then when I want to disconnect it, I just press both buttons. It'll loosen it on the top and you can take it and go. Now unfortunately for me, I've just realized that when you've got it mounted this way around with the Hivemapper on the bottom, the picture is also going to be upside down as well. The Hivemapper S itself doesn't detect which way around the camera is and won't flip the screen, and you can't do it in the software either. Now luckily there is a little workaround for this, but it means you've got to take this bash guard off, and you can do that by just removing these 4 screws right here. Those ones there. Just use something like an Allen key like that. And then once you take that off, luckily there is a similar screw on that side, so you can just simply screw this into that and achieve the same thing. So for me this was the best option, but for you it could be just simply the option to hang it from the back of the rear view mirror. But either way, I'll leave a link in the description to all the options. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you Savages on the next one.